Okay, I'm back. I've got my official hive tools here. You know, you can use whatever you need. Flathead screwdriver, pocket knife, whatever, doesn't matter. And I'm coming at it from the opposite side now, so I don't have to bend over so much. And also, I'm thinking that I was in their flight path earlier, although now I'm in front of the entrance. It's probably just as bad. But I've given them a few minutes to settle down while I went to fetch some tools. You know how it is, beekeeping with one hand and video shooting with the other hand. They're filling these frames with nectar, so that's good. One thing we noted when we cut this colony out was that there was no honey at all in the hive. That's my son's trike making all that noise. I don't know if you can hear it. That's Levi, the senator, CEO, chairman of the board. All right, we're just looking for which frame did I put her on. Okay. So this would be some of the stuff that we cut out. I mean, it has to be. Look at all that brood, and the queen is locked up. But look how they've connected it up here at the top. They've already connected it. We just had it rubber banded in here. It's hard to believe. I still don't see her. Maybe I put her at the other end, but I don't see any rubber bands. They've already taken rubber bands loose. Just taking my time, trying to go slow here because I don't have the proper equipment. Smoker, veil, that kind of stuff. And they're sort of stuck in this frame guide. Let me move that end back over, see if this end won't come loose now. It's kind of loose, but it's not able to get past it. Looks like that particular guide might be bent. All right, let's pull this one out and see what we've got here. Okay. Am I in the wrong colony? Gee whiz. This just doesn't, that's a foundation frame with all that brood on it like that. Am I in the wrong colony? Maybe it's that one over there I'm supposed to be in. Ha! I'll bet you $1 it's what it is. Because these girls, they're looking good. Looking real good. Like Josephine. Hey, hey, Josephine. How do you do? Do you remember me, baby? Like I remember you. Alright, so we're going to leave Josephine and her crew alone. No wonder they had it all glued down. Yeah, I know. I got one buzzing me. Surely to goodness. Surely that can't be the one. It has to be that one, right? Let's open up this other one and see what it looks like. That one was glued down pretty good with propolis too. All right, let's change up. Let's come over here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I used that little stick. We don't actually have a bottom board. I'm like all out of equipment. This is not a swarm trap, so it didn't have a bottom on it. So I just put that stick in there and laid it on top of that piece of wood. Put this cover on top of it. That's got to be the one. We were using a 5-frame box when we did this cutout. This is a 5-frame. And that's not glued down real good, so that sort of would make sense. There's some rubber bands. Now we're talking. And there's the queen cage. We got the right box this time. She's going to be in there. Let's get her out of there and set her free. I'm free, free, free from this world of sin. No longer bound. I'm sure I've got the lyrics wrong, mixing up 2 or 3 different songs. Here we go. Alright, this is going to be fun doing this with one hand. Let's try to lay these girls like this. There we go. So what I was saying earlier about having glued up the comb to the frame, that was that box there. So that was not right. They've been in there for a little while. That was a swarm that I put in that box. And they were in a 5-frame box. I think they were in that little plastic nuke box. What do you call those? Easy nuke. And they had filled up the 5 frames, and so I moved them into that 10-frame box there. They're doing well. And this one over here is another swarm. They were in a 5-frame trap or bait hive, and so they were filling it up. I put a box on top of them there. So this is the one that I'm dealing with. Levi's bringing up groceries and stuff from the camper, putting them in the house. All right, girly, let's get you out of that cage. Let's see what all they've done. Okay, so we've got a rubber band there and there. Well, we put that one in there, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, that's real smart. Free, free, free from this world of sin. No longer bound. Okay, she's in there. I saw her. I don't know if you did. She's in there. Now we gotta get her out. Get her out. Shall we just put her right here on this frame, on this comb that's laying down, and then put her back in, or let her climb down in there? I'm thinking we let her climb down in there. But first, I gotta get these rubber bands off of it. I've got this thing closed up tight. Alright, I guess you're not going to get to see me take the rubber bands off. What the heck are you doing? They are taking care of their mama. Wanting her loose. Wanting to get her out of there, set her free. Alright, let's take another loop off. I don't know if I did one rubber band and looped it 10 times or if I got 2 or 3 rubber bands on here. Details, details. Who remembers details? Got propolis everywhere. Let's see about getting this one a little bit more undone. I think that'll about do it. Yeah, it looks like one rubber band wrapped around 5 times. Alright, do you see her in there? There she is. Yep, I see her. Alright, we're going to open it up right here and see if she'll just find her way out. She could climb out the top, and I'm paying attention to the bottom. Let me see if I can see her in there. Yeah, there she is. There she is. There she is, right there. Still on the inside. Alright, we're gonna turn it like this and try to see if she'll come out. Alright, she's on the edge now. She's out of the cage, on top of the cage, and we're just gonna lay it here for a minute. So there she is on top of the cage. I have no idea what year she is since she was captured wild. My guess is that she was an older queen that went out with a swarm. They are checking her out. She needs to climb off of there, go on down. Yeah, I know, she's hungry. Y'all feeding her. You've been feeding her the whole time. Even while she was in the cage. Get off of there and go on down. She almost looks like she's about to spread her wings, so why don't we help her a little bit? See if we can't get her to come down off of there a little bit. There she is. She's on the frame now. And down she goes. Yes, sir. We got her. Set this over here for a minute. I don't want to leave it too long because it has her smell on it. Be careful, that frame, that comb is trying to come out. Push it back up in there. Get in there and start laying some eggs, baby. Okay, so what else did you notice? I don't have enough frames in this box, so that needs to be taken care of too. But I'm gonna put that off maybe for later when I can put on some smoke and maybe maybe a veil. But these bees were really gentle. I didn't even put on a veil the other day when I was cutting them out. We'll need to check them to see if they've been bringing in any food. We can watch the landing board here and see if we see any pollen coming in. They've been here 3 days. That should be plenty of time for them to locate some pollen. We've got some bees coming in heavy, it looks like. I want to see some pollen coming in, but you know, maybe they're not going to bring in any pollen yet since they don't have any eggs in there, but we did transfer some brood. So you would think that they'd need pollen to feed that brood that we transferred over. They're busy. Y'all need some pollen. All right, I'll come back later and check on them. But mission accomplished.